What is up, guys? Tomatron the One here, and today I am back with a little unboxing video, a rather quick video showing some new Thomas & Friends products that I just got today. But before this video begins, I would like to dedicate this video to Peter, aka Crazy Caboose Creations, who sadly passed away a few days ago. I never knew him personally, I never spoke with him, I never even knew his channel existed until I heard of his passing. But when I looked at his channel, I really like his content that he made, and the outpouring of sympathy and love that has been given towards him is absolutely incredible, and I would like to contribute to that. Peter, I'm sure you were an amazing person, and we all miss you dearly. Rest in peace. So this video is dedicated to him. But moving on from that, I would like to show you guys some new Thomas & Friends products I bought today. Now, these aren't new products per se, but these are new for me. But also, one thing I'd like to show first is that I managed to get another one of these very rare what is it called, Locomotion Hot Wheels Thomas things. I already own one that I got last year. I'll be keeping this one in the package because I know how rare it is, and well, I just found it on a complete fluke. So this isn't the focus of the video, but it's going to be in the background. I'm just going to move it over about here, about there, something like that. Yeah, there we go. But the products that I bought today, I'd like to show you. These are some new push-longs for me. These are the Rainbow Thomas model, the Rainbow Harold model, which is I don't think it will stand up, but has become a bit of a meme in the Thomas community because of, well, its existence, to be quite honest. And last but definitely not least, the Rocket Thomas pack. Now, they did also have the Rail Rocket James pack, but I'm not really a fan of that pack. That's just, I don't gain anything from that, because at least with this pack I get a cool new truck. And apparently the flatbed it's on is made of die-cast, so, you know, it's a bit of an appeal for me. Whereas with Rail Rocket James there is none, really. But this was released in the same wave as, well, Rail Rocket and the Motorized Thomas and the Incredible pack, and the Motorized Duchess and Kenji packs. And an interesting thing I noticed is that at the Smith Toy Superstores I went to, there were lots of Duchesses left, but I didn't see a single Kenji or Thomas and Annie and Clarabelle. And that's really interesting. That tells me which characters sell and which characters don't, which is a shame, because I do think Kenji looks cooler than Duchess, but I also really like the Royal Engine a lot more than Marvelous Machinery, which this pack is based off of. I do not like Marvelous Machinery at all, but I will say that even though, the Blast Booster 7, which is this truck is based on, even though I really think that looks a bit stupid, I think this toy looks pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and open this first. This won't be so much of a review, as it will just be an unboxing of these new toys, because there's not very much to say about them. They're all just variations, and this packaging is not cooperating with me very much. There we go. Finally managed to pierce into the cardboard. There we go. And here, connected to each other. Get this packaging out of the way. Here is Thomas and the what is it called? Thomas and the pack is just called Rocket Thomas, but it says Thomas and the Blast Booster. I like it. I like the Thomas. Let's start with the Thomas. This will be really quick, by the way. Oh, bollocks. Sorry about that, I dropped the camera. Not a very good look. This video is kind of impromptu, but I'm not going to be refilming this. It's a bit too late now because I've opened this. Yeah, here's the Thomas. I like how it's not too different to a normal Thomas, because I do have quite a few push-long Thomases, and they're all really different, like the Secret Agent Thomas and the Rainbow Thomas that I just got. But this one's just a normal Thomas with flames on it. So there isn't much to say about it, but I do like how the flames look. It is a bit weird how they, perfectly, if I can get the camera to focus on it. There we go. It's a bit weird how they got the flames to perfectly go around his side tanks and wheel arches. But I also like how, despite it being symmetrical on both sides, I do like how the flames are bigger at the front compared to the back. Doesn't make much sense because the blast booster is behind him, but also if you're mimicking the scene where it first appears, I suppose it would make sense. So that's it for Thomas. The blast booster car. First of all, yes, I can confirm that this is metal, the base. Another thing I just noticed is that it's meant to be wood, and is represented by its actual textured detail of wood. That's really cool. I really like that. The car itself is just called the, you probably can't see it very well, but it's just called the rocket car. There you go. Yeah, it's quite simple. You can see there's the blast booster on it. I don't like that name very much. You can see there's a little flame coming out the back. Damn it! Hope you got a good look at my ugly mug. Sorry about that. I'm using a different thing to lean my phone against, so that's why I probably keep knocking into it. Yeah, here's the blast booster. Pretty simple, pretty cool. It's nice to have another truck from Mattel, because they don't really release many different trucks. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. If I had to give this pack a recommendation, I would say pick it up. Just for the... Oh, this coupling's quite tight. Oh, just for the car itself. But the Thomas as well, it's nice. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. So that's it for Thomas and the blast booster. Let's go on to Rainbow Thomas. Now, I did not pick up the Rainbow Toby that was available, because, to be honest, that pack doesn't interest me much either. And wow, look at this cardboard, it's really thin. It's sticking well to the plastic. It's thick and sticking, which is a bit weird, but I did not pick up the Toby pack because, to be honest, that pack doesn't interest me very much. I already own a push-along Toby. I don't need that version of it. Anyway, here's Thomas. The first thing I'd like to note is, it's the other way. They've changed the font for the name. This is the wooden railway font, and all the wooden railway engines would have, the name in this font on the undercarriage. So you could see the name of the engine if you couldn't remember, like, oh, who's this character? Let's log under, ooh, it's this character. Now that they've changed it to that, here with Thomas, you can see it's just the typical Mattel text. You see, it's just the typical Mattel text, and now we have this. I'm fine with this change, to be honest. Not a big deal for me. But also, just why are you making this change? Anyway, enough about the bottom of this toy. Let's talk about the front of this toy. One difference I've noticed is that Rainbow Thomas has little white dots in his eye. You can't really see it. He has little white dots in his eye, which this Thomas doesn't, for some reason. I don't like this Thomas as much as the Adventures Rainbow Thomas, to be honest. That had the colours going down, and it was, like, metallic rainbow. This has a nice bottom. That sounds wrong. This has a nice undercarriage where it's see-through, so you can actually see inside the toy. Don't fall over, please, phone. Thank you. So you can actually see into, like, the inner workings. Oh, come on. The inner workings of, well, the wheels, basically. But I like the darker blue that they used for Thomas. But I just don't think this is too desirable. I mean, for starters, this Thomas originally came in a set and was exclusive to that set. Then they released this, which is not, no, it's not exclusive anymore. I think that version is metallic, though. I could be wrong. But now this version's publicly available, you know, what's the point of getting that set? So I think already that's a detriment. And also, I don't like the footplate. I don't like the green footplate. It just... There's some parts that I don't have enough colour on, like the body, and some parts that have too much colour, like the wheels and the footplate. So, overall, this Thomas... It's another Thomas variation. You might as well add to your collection, but you don't need it. I'll give this a 5 out of 10. Now onto... sorry. Now onto the model you've probably been waiting for. Harold. Now, to give Mattel some credit, this Harold is based off of a YouTube short. They've been doing these YouTube shorts. Again, thin cardboard. They've been doing these YouTube shorts for... Ooh, look at that. His propeller just came through the cardboard. That's interesting. They've been doing these YouTube shorts for about a year now. God, this is difficult to pierce. There we go. About a year now they've been doing these YouTube shorts. They started with Thomas's birthday wishes or something, and those shorts were terrible. And then they evolved to these different shorts where they actually featured backgrounds rather than a white void with random soda locations. But now they're releasing some models based off those shorts. Harold, for example, is one of them. One thing I will note, this is my first diecast Harold of this style. So take along, take and play, adventures, and now push along. All use the same Harold style. In fact, I think on the base it says... You probably can't see it, but on the base it says... Copyright 2012. You can't see it, but it says it. So that means this version of Harold, at least, has been used since 2012. But this, like, mold has been used since at least 2003. That is an insanely long time for one version of Harold to be made. Anyway, yeah, this Harold is based off of a short where the engines get, like, covered in graffiti, I think. Because I know James and Gordon get graffiti on them, and they're releasing those as push-along models, but for some reason don't have their tenders. Why? I don't know. But I think this Harold comes from the same short. I don't know, I haven't watched it, and I don't plan to, because these shorts are still just rubbish. But, for what it's worth, I like this Harold. I like his sunglasses. I like the reflection of the sky in his sunglasses. That is really cool. And I like the colour of the turquoise. I think this goes well with the white. And of course you have... I mean, everyone was calling this Pride Harold when this was revealed, because it's got rainbow going down the side, and of course the, symbol of pride of, all that is a rainbow. But, for what it's worth, I think this is... Memes aside, I think this is quite a good model to add to your collection. We don't get Harold variations very often. In fact, the only Harold variation I can think of was a take-along Harold that had a hook that came out of the bottom that had a magnet on it, and it could pick up cargo. And that version I really want, but I can't find anywhere except pictures and one listing from America that goes for like $50. So I don't think I'll be getting that version of Harold anytime soon, but I'll live with this version. I do recommend this, to be honest. Out of any of these, I do probably recommend this the most, just because it's the most, it's the coolest looking, to be honest. Obviously it's propeller spins, but it's Harold, everyone knows that. If I had to give this a rating, I'd give this an 8, to be honest. It's just fun and cute, and it's kind of something you have to own now, just because it exists, and you'd be bullied out of the fandom for not buying it. But anyway, so that has been it for this fairly impromptu, fairly strangely made review. That's not centered. Of 3 new push-along items. I know these have been out for a while. That's not centered either. There you go, that's good enough. For 3 new push-along items. Well, for me, they're new. Thomas came out September last year, and these Harold and Rainbow Thomas came out at the start of this year, but I haven't been able to go to any shops because of stuff. Anyway, as I said, I would like to dedicate this video to Crazy Caboose Creations. Rest in peace, dude. Thank you for watching.